Hey, folks. Welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Tuesday, February 23rd, 2010. Well, folks, the markets are on a wild ride today across the board. To the downside, we're seeing the markets plunge on the back of some consumer confidence numbers that were just flat out disappointing and ugly. Consumer confidence numbers were expected to come in around 55. Last month, we were at 56.5, so they were expected to decline a little bit. They came in at 46, folks, over 10 points lower than last month. That was a major shock to Wall Street, and you can see right here what happened, folks. Look at that cliff dive on the markets, and since then we made a nice in spirit of bear flag pattern, another fall, and then we're starting to chop around, making a little bit of a bottom. I do believe the lows of the day are in at this point in the markets. I just did a beautiful scalp trade on Goldman Sachs. I'll show you to you right here. Take a look at this. I went long Goldman Sachs by utilizing the pivot low from yesterday on the charts right here at $56, $156 on Goldman Sachs. That was my trigger for my long play. As it tagged that level, went long. Look at the bounce you got here. Almost $1 bounce on Goldman Sachs off of that level. Pure and simple technicals, folks. Pure and simple technicals in the chat room, in the research center. You name it, we cover it all. Now, let's go back to the SPY. Again, SPY, little bottoming tail in play, guys. Bottoming tail, and look at this. You have a bottoming tail almost from before. Wasn't quite a full bottoming tail, but nonetheless, a nice one. The markets moved up off of that, but then came back in, made a little bottoming tail, and then have sure moved up higher. That consumer confidence is going to weigh on Wall Street for the rest of the day and probably into tomorrow. But at the same time, you have to say to yourself, volume is not heavy today. I have to be honest. For the drop in the markets today and the kind of the news out there, volume is not heavy, which is telling me institutions are not selling, but they're not buying. Yesterday, we had the lightest trading day of the year. Today, almost the second lightest trading day on pace for. Not quite. I mean, we'll do okay volume today, but for this type of news out here, it is very light. 145 million on the SPY today, folks. Any normal day, you'd expect over 200 million by now and over 300 million by the close. Maybe we'll get to 200 million by the end of today. Extremely light for this type of activity with these type of drops in the market, and that has to be watched. That could tell us that we're going to chop here a little more over the next few days and not really just sell off. It could be a little downside, a little upside, a little downside, back and forth until we finally get the direction for the next move. And again, our premium members were alerted. And by the way, folks, talk about nailing a call to our Research Center subscribers yesterday. I put out an alert that I picked up a piece of VXX. VXX is the Barclays, basically tracking the VIX, which is the volatility index. And sure enough, my entry yesterday was 2643, right here. Why did I do that? Because I had a master level triggered at that price. Sure enough, it told me to enter. Today, folks, I sold for $1 profit. Just from buying it yesterday around 3:30 p.m., sold it this morning for over $1 profit on the VXX. The VXX right now is up 69 cents, but nonetheless, unbelievable move there. And the VXX since then has really just chopped around as the market is trying to find a little bit of a bottom over the last little course of the day. Nonetheless, the dollar today, folks, let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar has gone higher. So you've continued to see the dollar strengthen up a dime on the day. Again, that's after a little bit of downside yesterday, but coming back strong today, and you can see it upticking right now across the board. Goldman Sachs continues to bounce here. The GLD is getting hit down about $1 today. Not a huge drop on the GLD, but a solid drop nonetheless. The USO, let's take a look, is down about 57 cents as well. So not a major drop on gold, not a major drop on oil, but a solid drop. The markets, again, folks, giving you guys an exact quote of what the indexes are doing right now. The Dow is down 95 points. The NASDAQ is down 28, and the S&P 500 down about 13. The NASDAQ, the technology-laden NASDAQ, is actually leading the charge to the downside today, folks. Keep that in mind. Leading the charge to the downside as you're continuing to see some technology plays under pressure like Apple Computer. Apple Computer down 3.25, all right? Nice drop there. Baidu, B-I-D-U, down $5.75 today. I gave that out when it was near 505 to 510 yesterday as a put play or shorting play yesterday. You talk about paying rewards almost immediately today. Dropped to as low as 498. That's anywhere between $7 to $12 gain on anyone that took that play yesterday in the Research Center or in the intraday stock chat. Well done to those. All right, again, profits all across the board on any of the short ETFs that we were holding. We took some off the table, obviously, because that was the prudent thing to do when we were at the lows on this market, and it was paying dividends. Well done again to all those that made money with the Research Center and chat room. All right, Google down about $7.50. Research in Motion down $1.25. Amazon just down 62 cents. But bottom line is, again, folks, if we go back to the spiders, you want to know what the technicals are saying to me, technicals right now are saying the bottom on this market could be in today for the day. Doesn't mean it's in tomorrow, but it's in for the day. We also can talk about a key level. If you go to your 60-minute chart, you're right around the 50 moving average and the lower Great Wall of China. The lower Great Wall of China is a very, very key level here to watch. So be aware of that, folks. We will continue to tell you and alert you of all the plays that I make. Any swing trade I make, any day trade I make. Day trades go in the chat room, swing trades go in the chat room and in the research center. You will be alerted to all of them, as I have always been doing by posting the hot charts and alerts, Pro Trader watch list, nightly videos that are 40 minutes in length, daily market report, and of course all the other features in the research center that are all included for $49.99 per month. All right, folks, that's all for today. Enjoy the profits from today, folks. We nailed it again. Talk to you soon.